Yo, what's good, dude? We are on our way to a repeat customer to switch out some filters. I've had a customer, actually it was one of my first customers in business. I think it was probably like in the third month when I started the company. Came out to this firm and they just needed these sink filters replaced, and they purchased them. I think it's discontinued or something, but they had bought a gang of them, and so they were having me out like every quarter, and now I think they're going to be having me out every 6 months. But pretty low key, just come out, swap them out for them, and that's it. So we're on our way there. We're going to swap those out real quick, and then we will be jamming to the next one, dude. So I will see you at the job. All right, we are out of here, dude. We are finished up. Typically goes smooth at that place. My only concern every time when I'm there is the multi-turn valve. It looks fairly new though, so I think it's got life left, but always a concern with those in commercial buildings. So I'm thinking about maybe installing a push connect little valve as well on the water line. So if there comes a day, I don't know. I mean, if it comes a day, then we'll just have to replace the valve. But I don't know. Yeah, and it's good practice. I learn good practice every time I'm doing a repair with water, or I'm doing something with water. I like to lay those blue paper towels down underneath. It captures drips very well, like it just stands out very well. And you know, I don't want any water damage. Like if anything leaks, obviously anyone should care about that. But everything's just so expensive out here. Like buildings, everything is just so expensive out here in Southern California that like you gotta be overly because there could be houses that in a lot of places outside of here might sell for like $300,000 and they're like 1.5. I'm not even exaggerating. I mean, there are houses where you're like if you just saw the house, you would think, yeah, it's probably like a $300,000, $400,000 home. And just because of where it is, it's like $1 million plus. So, got to be very careful. I'll have to share an experience that I had one time. I'll try to make a little video. I captured some footage of it, so I'll try to make it into a video. How a bathroom got flooded, and it got flooded because I was being a nice guy, and that was the last time that I ever sacrificed what I know I should do, where pretty much I made an exception for this customer, and it ended up biting me. It ended up being that one time that I made the exception and it flooded. So anyway, we are on our way now to a drain clean. This is going to be different. So this customer saw me working at a house, and she asked me if I do drain cleaning from the roof, and I said, yeah, I do on single stories, assuming that there's a proper access point, like with the vent. And she said there was. And then she said that her bathroom was backed up, and I asked her, well, has she had problems before? Like, why do we need to go through the roof? She said, well, that's what the last plumber did. And then she also doesn't want me inside. She doesn't want me inside the house. So pretty much, this whole thing makes me feel very uneasy. And what I'm going to do, that person just almost got into an accident. I'm going to get up on the roof. I'm going to run a camera first and try to see what I see. If it's backed up and I see it's backed up, then I'll run my sectional. But if I run it and I see something severe like roots or something, then I'm going to have to plan a different attack. So anyway, I will see you at the job, and let's see what is going on here. Let's see if it's crazy. hopefully if I can avoid that, I will. I think it might be right there. So, yeah, right there.
What is the black?
I don't really know. I think it's just sewage.
Oh.
Okay, so let me grab the machine. Not gonna work. You can maybe try to unlock it and then lock it. Sometimes that works with mine. Or if you stick your key in.
Keys in here. Go ahead.
Do you have like an actual key in there to stick in here?
It's in here.
It's in there?
Yeah, I don't know how to
Let's
get it
see.
open. Stupid. I don't know. Oh, there it is.
I have like an alarm like that on mine, and if for whatever reason sometimes it glitches. So if you take it out like this,
Uh-huh.
and then you just lock it and unlock it from the outside, it should turn it off.
Jesus, okay. Oh, it's a, you know. I'll never get another one of these cars, but you know.
For sure. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow morning. All right. Sometimes things like that happen. So man. All right. So the issue that we had is luckily I didn't need to get on the roof. She has two-way cleanouts, which every house should have a pair of two-way cleanouts like that. Like that's the way, bro. But I noticed the blockage is like right there, and went to throw in the sectional machine, and the only outlet that I have access to doesn't have a ground on it, so I couldn't run the machine. And this is the limitation of corded equipment. That is the limitation of corded equipment, dude. And I think I love the K60. I am a huge believer in the K60. But I'm gonna have to hit Milwaukee up for their M18 sectional. It's the same. It does the 5/8 and 7/8, and you know, it's battery powered, dude. You keep a couple 12 amp hour batteries readily accessible, and you're good, dude. I have a few of their battery drain cleaning equipment. Like I have the Chain Snake, which I'll be bringing back. We're gonna be going back next video, and that's battery powered. I also have the drum, like the 3/8 drum, which is cool for small things. I don't know if I want to stick it down there. I might try it, I don't know. But I really wish I had their sectional right now, dude, because we'd be probably done. So anyway, I thought I'd break out the rigid stuff, so I got the rigid camera. I got that micro reel. That micro reel is great, dude. It's super compact. Like if you're worried about space, like that is a great one to carry regularly. And the monitor I have is an awesome monitor. Probably would be more suitable though for like the bigger reels. But I use it for my little micro reel. That's the only monitor I have, and it's the best one I think that Rigid makes right now. So I was fortunate enough for them to send that out to me last year or the year before, 2 years ago. But It's a great camera. I know Milwaukee now is releasing, they actually just announced it, I think, this morning. I made a post on Instagram about it, but actually, by the time you see this, it'll be like a week later. But they announced in Q2, they're releasing a small little compact camera, a pack-out camera, as well as a little micro reel camera, which is gonna be sweet. So, but I thought I'd break out the rigid stuff, keep it rigid today. But I don't know what happened. I had my batteries charged, and somehow that monitor turned on and was just on and just drained one of the batteries, which is very frustrating. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go back. So right now, I'm on my way home to get cleaned up for a minute. There were some calls that I was gonna do tomorrow that I'm going to try to move up today. So we'll see. I gotta go to the plumbing supply house too. So here's the thing. Maybe I will see you at the job. Maybe I will see you at the supply house. Maybe this is the end. The question is, how many seconds are left on this video? And we'll find out. Right, that was a simple one, wasn't it? That was actually my neighbor. She called. It was like, hey, whenever I flush the toilet, there's water spraying out of the tank. And yeah, when she told me that, I for sure thought, yeah, it's got to be the hose. Hose was just out. So for those of you who may not know, if you're working on a toilet, that little tube is what supplies water to the bowl to prime it for the flush. So every toilet needs a certain amount of water based on the design of the toilet in order to get an effective flush. And so if you don't have that tube facing or pouring into the flush valve, which is where I positioned it in, it's that big hole where the flapper's at, that big chamber, that's the flush valve, and water is sending down into there to prime the bowl. The only time I've ever seen it be on the outside, there's a certain Toto toilet, I can't remember the model of it, but for whatever reason, that toilet specifically will not have it go into the flush valve. And I thought, when I first saw it, I thought it was wrong, and then come to find out, no, that's actually the design of it. So, but yeah, for the most part, I would say like 99% of toilets, that fill valve is getting plugged into the flush valve. So check your toilet tank. If it's not in there, If it's on the outside or the inside, put it on the inside. Unless you have a Toto, then it's probably right, and don't mess with it if you're not having a problem. So that's it for today, dude. Next video, we will be back at that drain clean. We'll see how that goes. We'll be bringing our battery powered Milwaukee stuff, and yeah. And then after that, I don't know what the books, what we have, so figure it out. But yep, I will see you on the next one.